Hi all! How much do the Germans actually earn? And how do their working conditions compare to your country? What are the highest paid jobs in Germany and what are the lowest paid ones? In this video, I want to share with you a small research that I've done combined with my 14 years of experience working in Germany. So we all know that Germans are really efficient. But how hardworking are they? If you have a look at these statistic figures, you can see that the average amount of working hours for Germans per year is not the highest in the world, of course, less than, for example, Russia. It is typical in Germany to work 40 hours per week and 8 hours per day. The least I ever had in my experience was 35 hours working for one of the biggest car manufacturers in Munich. Working longer than 10 hours per day is not officially allowed. There are two possible options how your working hours are regulated, and those are defined by your employment contract. Option 1, you would have so-called Gleitzeit, flexi-time. And option 2 is, for example, what I have, so-called Vertrauensarbeitszeiten, trusted working hours. So I never clock in or clock out, and my company trusts me that I'm working at least 8 hours per day. So how does the amount of vacation days and public holidays in Germany compare to the world statistics? The lowest amount of vacation days in Germany by law are 24 vacation days. Most of employees have 30 vacation days. In addition, of course, there are public holidays. The amount of public holidays in Germany varies depending on the region, whether it is Catholic or evangelic part of Germany. And we are lucky in Bavaria to have the most public holidays, up to 14, and in average in Germany we have 10 till 11 public holidays. So it's not too bad, but if you have a look at the world statistics, Germany is not among the top 10 countries with the most vacation days. If we compare to my home country, Belarus, we have also 10 public holidays. So pretty much the same as in Germany, but we have more interesting ones. What about the minimum wage? In Germany, currently we have €9.60 brutto per hour minimum wage, and it is increasing every half a year. So if you have a look at the list of countries with the highest minimum wages, you can easily find Germany in the top 10. There is definitely a significant regional gap between the salaries. For example, the average salary in Munich is about 41% higher than the average salary in Germany. Also, there is a gap between female and male salaries. So, female workers earn in average 16% less than male workers. And now, let's go into nitty-gritty and talk about actual salaries. Please note, these are the average salaries for Germany. They would be higher if you are looking, for example, at Munich. Did you know that one of the worst paid jobs in Germany is hairdresser? They are getting €1,500 brutto per month. Quite surprisingly, if you compare to the dogs and cats hairdresser, they are earning more, in average €2,100 brutto per month. What do you think are the best paid jobs in Germany? One of the highest paid jobs is pilot. They get €8,990 brutto per month. Other best paid jobs are lawyer, €5,800, IT project lead, auditor, computer scientist, engineer. In each case, over €5,400 brutto per month. Let me give you some more examples. Frau Merkel, 39,420 euros per month. Not working at all, 425 euros per month, so-called Hartz IV. Police officer, 3,100 euros. You need to keep in mind, though, that police officers have additional benefits since they belong to so-called Beamter profession. This means, for example, that they can never be fired. Train driver, so-called Schienenfahrzeugsführer, 3,300 euros. Pizza baker, 2,245 euros. Waiter, 1,700 euros. Excavator driver, 3,100 euros. Driving teacher, one of my favorite jobs, 2,450 euros. Forklift driver, 2,485 euros. So this sounds unfair. In my opinion, hairdresser has the same amount of responsibility at least. Building cleaner, 1,885 euros. Programmer, 4,300 euros. Teacher, depending where you work, gymnasium teacher, 4,800 euros. And teacher in elementary school, only 4,000 euros. We have spoke a lot now about brutal wages, but how can we calculate the net ones? In Germany, you have to deduct quite a significant percentage for taxes and insurances. Depending on how high your salary is, if you are among the top paid employees, you would have to pay about 42 or 45% salary taxes. In addition, you would have to pay insurances, retirement, unemployment, and medical insurance. And in addition, you would have to pay so-called Solidaritätszuschlag. This is something we pay to compensate the costs for Deutsche Einheit, German reunion. It was originally planned just for 1 year, but somehow it was never cancelled, so we are still paying this. And if you're religious, you also pay the amount for your church. As you can see from the statistics, Germany is ranking second among the countries with the highest taxes. And at the end, a few interesting facts about German employment contracts. Number 1, notice period. By law, the shortest notice period should be 4 weeks starting from the 15th of the month or from the end of the month. This means you should be very careful if you want to quit your job to notify your employee before the 15th of the month or the end of the month. Otherwise, automatically you would have to work 1 month longer. This is a general notice period defined by law, and your specific notice period would be defined by your employment contract. Usually, I had between 4 and 6 months notice period starting from the end of the month. I think the most typical is 3 months. But if you work for a really long time for the company, then you will get up to 7 months notification period. Second interesting fact, sick leave. In Germany, employees are usually entitled to up to 2 days of sick leave without having to consult a doctor. Only if you are staying at home on a sick leave 3 days on a row, you would have to bring a medical confirmation. So what about retirement? I think in Germany you have to work too long. If you're born like me after 1964, you will have to wait until you are 67 to retire. If you compare, for example, with my home country, Belarus, women retire in Belarus at the age of 58, so almost 10 years earlier. Please let me know how the salaries and working conditions compare to the ones in your country. Hope it was useful for you, and thank you very much for watching.